I'll turn that light out down there.
Hello, everyone out there. Hi, everyone out there in Facebook land and YouTube. It's kind of weird to be here by myself. I'm a Connie with Personal 20 and being here by myself without my sidekick. That would be Carmen, who makes up part of the dynamic duo. But here I am. Hi, everyone. It is Thursday night, and we are going live with some Q&A. It's at 6 o'clock, and at 7, for who's up for it, you'll be joining us for some group fitness. I'll have my sidekick then. Carmen will join me for 30 minutes to get our heart rates up and get some of our strength on. I got to burn off those lemon bars after all. Hi, Melissa. Hi, Christoph. Hi, sidekick. She's still in the house. Cool beans. Excited to be here. Happy Thursday. Tomorrow will be TGIF. Wonder how many of you forget which day it is, which day of the week it is when you wake up. It's happened to me twice now. Twice. But it only started to kick in the 4th week of being home. Okay, so here come the questions, and I will do my best to give you the answers. Question number 1, how were you introduced to EMS? I got introduced by my husband, Pedro, in Portugal. He saw this happening in the industry. He was checking it out. He got excited about it. He wanted to do it. And I said, no, our industry, it's so trendy and faddish. It's just going to be another fad. Don't do it. And I really didn't know anything about it. I just said that. But we were busy with the business and with the recession that was happening in Portugal at the time. Back in 2015, it was coming out of it. Anyway, so he got into it. And then I said, all right, I'll give it a try. I went in undercover to an EMS studio in Portugal, and I went once a week for 4 weeks. I gave up all my other fitness, and I couldn't believe the results I got, the definition I was seeing in the arms, and it was awesome. So I've been in love with EMS ever since. Cool beans. Have not heard that phrase in a while. Did I say cool beans? Nice. That is a good phrase. I'm still American. What are P20 staff meetings like? Highly productive, fun, full of energy. I love the P20 meetings here in the States because everybody's on time. Actually, everybody comes early to the meetings, and they're good. We've gotten much more organized. We usually know what we're going to talk about. We have a monthly team meeting with the whole team, and we look at the results, and we just try to be really clear and transparent. This is what we achieved. This is what we want to do next month. James always gives us cool stuff technically. Carmen gives us cool stuff operationally. And then the front line always speaks up about how it's going and what's the reality. And sometimes we have a moment to do our pet peeves, which is fun. Everybody gets to share a pet peeve. How was it to adjust to the European Portuguese culture when you moved here? How was it to adjust when you came back? Oh, so when I went there, hi, Emery, hi, Diana. When I went to Portugal, that was like over 25 years ago. The good thing was there was a lot of expatriates living in Portugal. So it was really fun. There was a lot of fun English people. There was a lot of fun Americans. And it was just really fun. The hard thing was to learn the language. So when I'd be with Pedro's family in a family event, I'd spent years learning Spanish. And then everybody in the family was speaking Portuguese, but they could all speak Spanish. So I was like, why can't we speak Spanish? Anyway, that was the hardest thing, sitting at a dining room table with my Spanish mother-in-law, all my Portuguese brother-in-laws, and the mix of the languages. That was the hardest. And coming back to the States, that was easy, piece of cake. Now, I came back, I think, feeling like immigrants feel, like land of opportunity, and it's a country made for entrepreneurism, and people cheer you on. And in the States, there's just a lot of things that I really appreciated being back and making the most of the next opportunities. What is it like to work so closely with family? A pain in the ass? No, just kidding. No, really. I've been doing it for so long, and there's total trust, I guess. There's a lot of trust, and there's commitment, and we all have a common values when it comes to, we all commonly share the purpose of the wellness and the fitness and living healthy lifestyle, and we all share the commonality of working hard, and we do it because we enjoy it. So there's a lot of things that are shared there. Do you like being referred to as the boss? Nobody referred to me as the boss until Christoph joined the team. So I like it now, because I like when Christoph says it, because he's got that cool accent that goes with it. Oh. Wow, Corbin. I love my sidekick. What do you miss the most, other than Pedro, about Portugal? The food. The food is amazing in Portugal, and there's some reasons for that. The fish is really good, and the ocean, the water's cold there. So cold water makes for tasty fish, and the ocean's right there. So there's an abundance of fish. I like that no matter where you go, there's always fresh vegetable soup of the day, and it's really like mom pop style fresh soup of the day. Then you pick your fish or you pick your meat. There's the vegetables, and then it's always the fruit of the day, and it's some amazing mango or melon or just, so I just love the food, but I also like the culture that goes with eating. So I like that friends, that we have dinner parties, we invite each other over, whether it's for picnics or for lunch or for dinner. And there's just this style of hanging out and eating together in people's homes, because it's different than the way restaurants are here. Restaurants in America are very much made for being fun, and they have this environment, and it's like you're part of the environment when you're in a restaurant, part of an entertainment. Over there, the restaurants are like nothing special, no nice decor or anything special, just really good food. So half the time you're also at friends' homes. And now with the coronavirus, I'm wondering if we'll be getting together more in small groups back into people's homes. And hey, we're all learning to cook, right? What is your favorite guilty treat? Does Carmen let you eat it? Well, okay, my favorite guilty treat is every Wednesday, some amazing paleo treat that has been baked fresh in my kitchen. Chocolate. I like anything chocolate, dark chocolate, because it's good for the heart. Yes, Carmen lets me eat it, although I shouldn't. Yum, yum. All right. Hi, Wendy. Welcome. Other than fitness, is there another line of work that attracts you? Good question. I don't know. Anything around wellness, but I've been in fitness for so long now. I initially studied communication and gerontology in the States, down in North Carolina, and my initial aspiration was to come back to Washington, D.C., where I grew up, and lobby for the rights of the elderly on Capitol Hill. So I like old people. And my second major was gerontology, and so I guess that would be another thing that I was always attracted to. What's the best book you've ever read? The best book. I like reading a lot of business books, and there's a series of books that I like a lot that I've been rereading now with the coronavirus. So it is the It is the Patrick Lencioni series, and just finished rereading The 5 Dysfunctions of a Team. It's a really good book. He's a really good author, and I really like his books. I also like Ray Dalio's Principles. Not even halfway through, though. It's a big, thick book. And I like Tony Robbins. Yeah, that's what I like. A lobbyist, Melissa. Yeah, that's what I thought I'd be, a lobbyist fighting for the rights of the elderly. Now I'm just going to fight for the rights of everybody to be healthy with exercise. And we're so close to DC. Let's keep that word going. Okie dokie. Well, this has been fun. Thank you, Harisha, for so many questions. Thank you, team. Here comes another one. What's my favorite thing about being back in the United States? Opportunity. Opportunity. The capitalism spirit that exists here. That's what I like. Oh, I'm close to family again. So my parents are nearby, and I get to go see my aunt and uncle more often. I was in Florida with family too. And yeah, just being able to be closer to the family. That's nice. Do you ever read anything other than business related? No. Yes, no, I have. But not for a while. And what did I read? No. Well, business and fitness. I read the fitness journals, and there's some other books on fitness that I enjoy reading, technical stuff. Not too much. I just go to James for that nowadays. What is your secret for looking so youthful? Exercise. Vitamin D, keep that tan going. But I guess that's going to have a bad effect later. The wrinkles are there. Just exercise. My mom always said I was going to look young when I got older because I used to have a lot of pimples when I was a teenager. So I did have oily skin. I think that helped. So, Melissa, you already know the answer to that. Who's funnier, Connie or Melissa? Okay. Melissa's funny, and she's good funny, and she's really funny. But I'm funnier. And that's a fun contest to have with someone. What was your motivation to get into the fitness industry? So that's a good question. Well, I was always into fitness. I was always into team sports. I played a lot of softball, baseball, soccer growing up. Then I went to college. I got introduced to aerobics when it came out. Then I went to college, and I thought I was going to go back to DC and lobby for the rights of the elderly. And at that last semester of college, I did the trip to Spain, lived with a Spanish family, got a minor in Spanish. And then I met my husband in Spain on a train, on the plane, and it was raining. True story. So I came back to the States. He wrote some nice love letters, went back to Spain. What does an American do when they're in Spain? They teach English. But I was into the whole aerobics thing that was coming up. And so after we got married and we were living in Portugal, I was like, what am I going to do now? And I had an aerobic teacher in the States who encouraged me to get certified. So I ended up becoming a certified aerobic trainer, twiddling my thumbs, working at the British retirement home because I still like old people, doing exercise classes with them. And then this really nice, amazing health club chain from the UK came to Portugal called Homes Place Health Clubs. And so I started my career in the fitness industry in a really nice chain that had a big expansion. And I got to be part of that whole expansion and growth. And that's what got me into the fitness industry. Oh, and I was in Portugal teaching classes, and I knew I could count in Portuguese. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, grapevine. So that's how I started my career in fitness. Why isn't Christoph asking more questions? Is he scared of you? I have to say, Other than Melissa and I being the funny ones, Christoph is really funny, and he's got an amazing sense of humor. And hi, Anastasia. Hope you're well down there in Miami. Karen Williams, was Carmen a well-behaved child or troublesome? Somewhere in the middle? No, she was definitely more on the well-behaved side. Yeah. She's just, yeah, it was easy. Portugal was a good place to bring up a kid. It was always safe. She had a lot of friends. She had a lot of family with her cousins. And it was a great place to bring her up. How many languages do you speak? I speak English, Spanish, and Portuguese. Just that. If I really, really wanted to, I could learn Italian, and I can read some French. What a romantic story about you and Pedro. Oh, meeting on the train. Thanks. How many grandkids would you like to have or think you'll have? Never thought about that, but I'd be a fun grandma, and I'd be a funny grandma. So, bring it on, however many Carmen wants to have. More the merrier. That's what we say in our family. The more the merrier. My husband's from a very big family. There's 7. So it's always a very big party whenever you're around my husband's family. What is your pet peeve with Carmen? Right now, it's baking every Wednesday. She knows that's my latest one. Yeah, the baking. Sometimes what else? No, she's very organized, very tidy. She's easy. And yeah, I have to say, Carmen has been an amazing trooper through this coronavirus. She really rolled up her sleeves, got so busy, and it's been easy to be stuck at home. She's a doer. She makes things happen. Other than hiring Christoph, what is the biggest professional mistake you ever made? I guess, I like learning from my mistakes. So I've had a lot of lessons to learn. Biggest professional mistake. It just has to be always how quickly I can listen to others. And so I've learned through my professional career how important it is to listen to the people on the front line and admitting to people that I'm not always a good listener. So I've tried to get better at that by actually telling somebody when I'm not listening to them, so they know instead of pretending to listen. And because I'd like to think I've gotten better at that, it's definitely helpful. Trusting a team, learning how to trust and learning how to listen to others is definitely a mistake that I've made and that I try to be conscious of not to make that. Hi, Rosa. Miss you. Thanks for logging in. Hi, Marianne. Glad you're here. She's being polite, of course. That question was for Christoph. Lol. Okay. Melissa, that question didn't come from you. But it could have. No. Did Christoph have to interview for Personal 20? He absolutely did. Absolutely. Christoph is a great story. We got a great story about all of our team. And Christoph's story is he first got introduced to Personal 20 at a Sport and Health open night when we were downstairs doing demos. And he was Mr. Fit Guy, and he said, okay, I'll try it. And he was captivated from his trial. And then he became a client at Personal 20, and he never talked that much. And I never would have guessed he was a funny guy at all. He was kind of hard to have rapport with. He was there for his Friday workout. He was dedicated. He was always there. And pretty much the only thing he ever said is more, give me more, I'll take more, turn it up. Yes, he interviewed with us. He was great and enthusiastic. And he's always been enthusiastic. And then later, only later did we learn he was funny. Not as funny as me and Melissa, but funny. All right. Which paleo dessert from Carmen do you dislike the most? None. They're all really, really, really good. They're all really good. And I have a few pounds that can prove that. Absolutely. Cora was harassing me all the time to try it. Yeah, she's good at that. He was never nice, just to work out. He's amazing, great, and funny. He is. He is. What was your first job? My first job was, other than babysitting, probably, my first real job where I got a paycheck that my stepfather put into like a frame, made sure I kept it, was when I was a counselor, camp counselor, summer camp. And it was in the mountains here in Virginia. And yeah, down like in Blacksburg, I think it was. Anyway, it was a patrol camp. So it was run by the Fairfax County Police Department. And it was a really, really fun job. I was a camp counselor, and it was super, really super. And policemen, they're definitely very fun to have jokes with at a summer camp. It was really fun. So that was my first job. Which dessert do you like the most? All of them. I like all of Carmen's paleo desserts. I definitely like the lemon bars from last night. Definitely like the chocolate pie. That's amazing. Chocolate chip cookies are always good. And then Carmen and my mom make an amazing paleo carrot cake that we have every year for Easter that we didn't have this year for Easter. So I think it's going to be our celebration cake after coronavirus. It's amazing. You guys got to have Carmen do the paleo carrot cake. Okay. Tell us about your most outstanding experience in the fitness world. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I've had so many. I mean, I had a really good time working for Home's Place Health Clubs. I got to be part of the revolution of launching all the Les Mills programs in Portugal, and I got to be on that journey with the master trainers from New Zealand. That was a super, super time. I got to be part of this amazing experience when we started VivaFit gyms for women in Portugal. And it became a market leader in the women's only sector. And then we launched this amazing nutrition program that went with it. And it was a really exciting time as well. And just had this other amazing experience that I only didn't dare dream about, but a dream, I guess, that came true, to be able to do fitness back in America. And just super excited about the Personal 20 journey here in the States, because we've got a rock star team that's making it happen, and just so many cheerleaders that have been cheering us on. And it's just been really amazing. Sorry, Carmen, to call you out on the carrot cake. It is true. It's a big project, and that's why I only get to eat it once a year for Easter. All right. What is your secret for attracting such great employees? Aha. Higher attitude, trained technique. But we needed a special attitude with Personal 20 because it was something so different, and still is so different, with electronic muscle stimulation. So whenever we found people with good attitudes to invite, it was always invite them in, have them do an EMS workout, and see if they think it's as cool as we really know it is. So the only people working for us have been the people that came in, did the EMS workout, said, wow, this is cool, because they were people with an open mind to see that new technology could be something really cool as a revolutionary thing here in the fitness industry. So that's where this cool team comes from, open-minded people. What is your favorite muscle group to work? Triceps. I love training the triceps, and I also like the back because I have a very strong back, so I guess I like to train the back. Isn't that right? We all like to train the thing that we're the best at and the strongest at. And my mom, definitely the paleo carrot cake when we celebrate end of the virus. Yeah. Do you agree with a glass of red wine a day keeps the doctor away? Don't lie. We know the answer. Yes, I like a glass of red wine. That's the best thing about Europe. You can have that glass of red wine every day with the meal. But I also like a lot what I've been learning with Dr. Amen on brain health. So I have reduced significantly my wine consumption. It's moderate. I just drink moderately. A great question from spoken like a real Frenchman. Thank you, Christophe. What was your first pet? Oh, my first pet was a cat when I was a very small toddler. I remember, I think I must have been 3 years old, but I remember because it scratched me near the eye, or at least I remember the story my mom telling me. After that, though, we were a dog family, so lots of dogs, love dogs. Then later I had some birds, had some fish, and more dogs. and a few rabbits after Carmen came around. All right. You don't even drink one per day. Nope, not anymore. Well, this is fun. I love the questions from the team. Thank you, team. I love the questions from Harisha. Thank you, Harisha. And I love just seeing so many of our clients come in to say hi on Facebook Live, and we miss you, and we can't wait to see you again. And we want to thank you for those that have been able to stay fit with your own exercise routines or walking, or if you've been on our virtual platform. It's been awesome to see you there, whether it's been for personal training or whether it's been for the small group training. We have that happening in the next 30 minutes. There's going to be a class tonight at 7. And I have another question here. So what's your favorite thing about working at Personal 20? The people. All the people. I love being part of serving the team. I love the team. I love that we are at Sport and Health. I love all the energy and the people at Sport and Health. And what makes it all so special is that we get to serve our clients, really nice clients, really special people. They cheer us on, and we all feel so good about it. So those are my favorite things, the people. When do you predict you will reopen? Well, I have a prediction. I'll give myself a 50-50 chance, but I would rather have a goal and a focus and be wrong and then readjust accordingly. So I personally am crossing my fingers for May 11th, which should be a Monday. I know that non-essential businesses are forecasted to open in Virginia on May 8th. I look forward to listening to the press briefing with the governor of Virginia tomorrow. I'm hopeful that we'll get more information on a phase 1. So fingers crossed for May 11th, because May 8th, I think, is a Sunday. No, sorry. Well, whenever I think May 8th, 11th is the Monday. And if I'm wrong, May 18th, we'll adjust accordingly. What's your favorite thing? Okay. What's your cheat food? Carmen's paleo cooking. Chocolate. Oh, okay. I've been naughty during coronavirus. I've been having popcorn. I went years without popcorn since turning paleo, but yeah, I had my funk days, I think, like we all had. And I say, when you're sad, just be sad for a day and then get over it. So I made myself a little happier with with a movie and popcorn. That's been my cheat. I cheated twice, maybe 3 times. I'm over that. I'll be over that soon. Hey, there's my dad. Hi, Brian. How old will you be when you decide it's time to retire? Minimum 70. And then I guess I'll just go to part-time after that. I don't think about it really. I do think about, I don't know when I'll retire. I don't know when I'd ever be able to afford to retire. So I invest in staying fit and healthy, thinking it's not going to be 60, it's not going to be 65, it's not going to be 68, not for my generation. So I invest in staying fit so I can work as long as I might need to. Popcorn is my mom's cheat food too. At least I cook it with olive oil, so I get a healthy fat. All righty. Well, this has been nice. It's been 30 minutes. It's been fun. Oh, one more question here. What is your go-to cocktail? Usually a glass of red wine. Oh, but my team at Personal 20 on some of our team outings introduced me to something new. So I like that now. It is called if I can remember, the Moscow Mule. I've been known to call it the Russian Mule. It's the Moscow Mule. And it was James's wife, Wendy, who had it for the first time in front of me. I was like, what's that? And tasted, ooh, that's good. And then one of our favorite teen party places would be Astrid's Basement. And she's stocked on everything, including the Moscow Mule. So that's definitely a fun go-to cocktail. All righty. Well, this has been fun, a lot of fun. Kudos to the Personal 20 team. My colleagues have all been here. Everyone had a night of Q&A. This was a Moscow Mule. Now Arisha misses them. This was an awesome idea from one of our dear colleagues, James. He inspired us to have some fun with this. So this was definitely fun. Thanks, James, for the idea. Thanks, Melissa, Christoph, Madeline, Carmen, James. Everyone's gone. Astrid, we miss you too. We should have had a Q&A with Astrid. Thanks for saving the boss for last. This was fun. Yes, so here's our announcements. Other than group fitness class tonight at 7 with Connie and Carmen, tomorrow we're having a Zoom hangout. And that Zoom hangout is, we're just inviting all of our members to be there on a Zoom, and it will be led by James and Madeline. So it should be fun. Definitely should be fun. Hi, Susan. Thanks for joining. Nice to see you here. So we hope to see you again tomorrow night at 6 for that Zoom. And then we're going to have some fun Zooms coming up again next week. We're trying to educate you with fitness, inspire you with baking and cooking. And we hope to bring on some other guests to do some YouTube lives and whatever we can do to share the wellness, encourage the fitness, stay strong, stay healthy. It will help you stay happy. Do the 3-minute workout that has been posted as well. If you don't have time to do the 30-minute workout, and hopefully, fingers crossed, after May 11th, we will be doing the 20-minute EMS workout again. So we will continue to send you our weekly newsletters and keep all you lovely clients and friends of clients in the loop with what's going on. All right, so I am signing off now. That was a really fun half an hour with all you guys. And hasta la vista. Bye.